All right. Hey everyone, my name is Justin, and today we're going to be doing an activity about activity and how we can fuel our bodies for different kinds of activity. So we have these snacks assembled up here. Would anybody like to volunteer for our game?
I'll play your game.
Well, what's your name?
My name's Quinn.
All right, Quinn. Well, welcome to our super awesome game. So on this board, we have different examples of activities. Are there any of these activities that you enjoy doing?
Well, I really like all of the activities except for skateboarding. I'm not very good at that, but I walk a lot, so I'm going to pick walking.
All right, walking, and it looks like that one is in beautiful scenery, like it's in Colorado. So, for walking or any sort of exercise, we need to make sure we have enough energy to fuel us through our exercise, right? And there are different forms of energy. So all these food items up here have different combinations. Energy comes in the form of calories, and there are three different types of calories that we can get in our body, or three different types of energy. And those are carbohydrates, fats, and proteins. And all foods have different combinations of that. So knowing that, I'm just going to have you assemble your snack, and then we'll talk about it a little bit. After all that, would you like to assemble a snack for your walk so you're good and fueled?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm going to pick a cheese stick, some graham crackers, and peanut butter. And I'm also going to have a glass of milk.
All right. So you have milk, peanut butter, graham crackers, and cheese stick. So for your exercise, it's walking. Do you think you would need a Gatorade as well?
Yeah, because Gatorades are good for you when you're exercising. So I'm going to pick, but I'm only walking, so I'm just going to pick the small one.
All right, so a small Gatorade along with the rest of your food items. So we actually have these handily labeled so we can calculate how much energy is actually in these snacks in the form of calories. So we'll go ahead and flip these guys over, and they'll actually say how much calories are in them.
Cheese stick has 80 calories. 3 graham crackers has 90 calories. 1 tablespoon of peanut butter has 95 calories. And a glass of skim milk has 90 calories.
We also have a Gatorade, which was also about 90 calories for the small Gatorade. So, Quinn, after adding up your snack, we determined that it's about 450 calories. So, in order to burn that off just by walking, the average person would have to walk for about 2 hours. So what do you think of that? Do you think you would want to walk for that amount of time?
I don't think I have that amount of time to walk.
Okay. Well, we want to make sure that we're burning the amount of calories that we are eating, right? So that way we can maintain energy balance and keep the same weight. So if we are consuming a lot of food and not burning that off with exercise, then we can gain weight. But vice versa, if we were to exercise a lot and not get a lot of calories, then over time we would lose weight, which could be good or bad, obviously depending on the person. But it didn't want to walk for 2 hours.
No, so instead, but I like walking, so I don't want to change my exercise. So can I take some of my snack away?
Yeah, sure. I think you can maybe take a couple items away. If you took away a couple hundred calories, maybe we could only do like an hour walk or something like that. So what would you like to take back?
I'm going to take away the peanut butter because it has the most calories. And I'm going to take away the milk because I don't think I'll need milk with the Gatorade. So I'm just going to have graham crackers and a cheese stick and my Gatorade.
Okay, so you still have the graham crackers and the cheese stick. So that would be about 260 calories. So that would only take about an hour of walking. So you're up to your goal. But let's talk about the Gatorade a little bit, if you don't mind.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So the Gatorade, do you know when they're necessary?
I think it's for exercising. That's what I get from their advertisements.
Right. Gatorade says it's for exercise, but it's actually for very specific types of exercise. So if we were to have a very vigorous amount of activity going on for about 60 minutes or more, so for example, 60 minutes or more of straight running, then Gatorade could be helpful. Or also 90 minutes or more of jogging or speed walking or something like that. That's when we would start to want to think about the Gatorade. But for low level activities and activities where we're just not doing much, where we're sedentary, we don't want to be using the Gatorade that much because whole foods are much better for our body to process. They have a lot more nutrients in them, and in general, they're just better for our bodies. Whereas essentially the Gatorade is sugar water with maybe a few electrolytes. So if we're getting that intense activity, maybe for 2 or 3 hours or more, Gatorades can be great. But in general, they're just not as good for our bodies and wholesome for our bodies, if that makes sense.
So what you're telling me is I should not drink the Gatorade and I should drink milk instead?
Right. You seem pretty willing to drink the milk in the first place, and the milk has a lot of calcium and about the same amount of calories exactly. So that could be a great snack for you if you like to do your hour walk. So Quinn, today you got to learn a little bit about energy balance and how to balance out exercise with the amount of energy we're taking in the form of different kinds of calories like carbohydrates, fats, and proteins. So now that you played, you can actually get to win a snack prize. And if you feel like walking it off, you can do that too.